Okay, Mike, you heard Crasanta talk a lot about bipartisanship, but you heard Republicans talking about fighting the same fights they fought in previous sessions. Where does that leave you as a legislator?
Well, I think the speaker's speech was very, very good, very aspirational, really lifted us up, and something to really shoot for. And we should go for bipartisanship always. We should always try to work with others. We should always come to agreements for the best of Colorado, and she really captured that in her speech. Of course, this session there'll be a number of battles that we've fought before, and we know how the outcomes are going to come out, but that's just part of it. I think at the end of the day, if we can go back to Colorado and we can say we've achieved things on transportation and some other really important issues, then it'll be a good session.
Well, you did a lot of work on oil and gas, fracking. Where are you going to be on that this session? Are you going to be back with that fight?
Well, there's a lot of improvement that needs to be done in this area, and that's been clear for the last number of years. So we'll see what we're going to do. It really depends on what our constituents want. It depends on what other constituents want, and it depends on what we can achieve. I mean, I think we should always be discussing this at the very least because it needs improvement.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
All right, thanks.
Representative Wilson, we heard a lot of talk today about bipartisanship, on transportation, on construction defects. What did you think of the two speeches you heard today?
I enjoyed both those speeches, Joey. Both of them expressed, I think, really their heartfelt feelings about the issues that are facing Colorado and the way to approach those. Unfortunately, the bipartisanship piece doesn't necessarily agree on how we accomplish those ends, and you know that well enough as well as I do. But I think they identified the two critical pieces to that is transportation and education.
I don't think the State House has a stronger champion for rural areas or schools. So, and that's you. So what have you got up your sleeve? What are you hoping to get accomplished this session?
Unfortunately, it's going to be survival this session because there is no extra money. If we do anything to the School Finance Act, it's just rearranging the chairs on the Titanic with the same amount of money. There will be winners and losers. So I'm just going to fight for hopefully maintaining where we are until we can figure out what we actually need to do to fix this situation that we face in the state.
Well, now, if you were running this building, what would be the perfect Jim Wilson solution?
I think the perfect solution would be to actually go to the people with an explanation of what our education system needs to look like and what it's going to take to make it take on that appearance financially as well as our responsibility to the people of Colorado. And I think that they would vote for that. I think the people of Colorado are confident when they hear all the ins and outs, the pros and cons, and how the money will be spent. That's the biggest question is, where is it going to go and what are we going to get for our bucks?
Thanks a lot, Representative Wilson.
Thank you.